Evelyn never imagined her life unfolding this way. She pictured her golden years as calm and comforting, evenings spent with her husband's hand in hers. Laughter echoing through the house as grandchildren chased each other in the garden, and a modest pension steady enough to keep life simple and secure. But life, as it often does, had other plans. Her husband passed suddenly, leaving behind an echoing silence where there used to be warmth. Years of caring for him drained, not just her strength, but her savings. And her son, the child she raised with all her heart, slowly drifted away. Lost in his own struggles, barely looking back. Now at 67, Evelyn wakes every morning in a modest rented apartment. The floors creak beneath her feet and the furniture is worn, passed down, or bought secondhand. But what she carries inside is something she never thought she would need. Courage. Not the kind that shouts or storms, but the quiet kind that gently whispers, "Begin again." She has no pension, no safety net, no family to lean on. Yet what Evelyn is building now is not out of desperation, it's a steady, quiet strength, born from a lifetime of loss, hope, and hard-earned wisdom. This is not a story of defeat, it's a story of awakening, of a woman who stopped waiting to be saved, and instead chose to save herself. If you've ever found yourself asking, is this really all there is? Evelyn's journey might be the quiet reminder you didn't realize you needed. Evelyn had always believed that aging meant slowing down into peace, not a lonely peace, but one wrapped in cozy blankets, gentle laughter, and familiar faces. She imagined soft Sunday afternoons filled with the clink of dishes, the warmth of her son's smile across the table, and someday, the joyous shouts of grandchildren running barefoot in the yard. She had spent decades weaving that dream. One sacrifice. One moment, one hope at a time. But no one tells you how quickly the canvas of your life can be torn away. The morning her husband passed. The sky outside was a heavy gray, like the weight that suddenly filled her chest. He had left for work just like every day before retirement. A kiss on the forehead, a soft "I'll see you tonight." But that night never came. The call came at 10:15 a.m. A voice, calm but distant, told her there had been an accident and that he was gone. Evelyn didn't scream. She didn't cry. She just sat still, staring at the chipped paint on the kitchen wall until the sun set. Her world had shattered. The funeral came and went in a blur of kind words and casseroles from neighbors, none of which she could eat. She felt like a ghost. At her own life's ending, watching, but no longer part of the story. Weeks later, a man from the company responsible for the accident came to her door, avoiding eye contact. He handed her a check, $40,000, no full insurance coverage, he explained. This is all the company can offer. $40,000. Less than what some spend on a new car. Less than a lifetime of memories shared. Evelyn folded the check silently and tucked it away, alongside her husband's worn watch and his reading glasses, relics of a life that felt like it belonged to someone else. The bills didn't stop heating. Groceries, taxes each clawing at her dwindling resources. She stopped buying fresh meat, watered down the milk, mended clothes for neighbors, and sold eggs from the small coop in her backyard. She became a master of stretching the impossible. One night, her son Jacob, then still in high school, said quietly over a simple meal, "Maybe I should get a job. I don't know how to go to college." Her heart clenched. "Your dad wanted better for you," she said softly, "and so do I." But deep down, when the lights went out and the house grew too quiet, Evelyn feared something bigger than poverty. She feared fading away, the slow erasure of a life no one would remember. Before we dive deeper into Evelyn's story, drop the first letter of your name in the comments below and add a heart emoji. It's a simple way to bless your wellness journey and let us know you're here. Walking this path with us in the Wellness for Modern Seniors community, give it a like. It's a small act, but it blesses this community and helps spread wellness to more modern and unstoppable seniors just like you. And if you're still not subscribed, subscribe now and click the bell so you don't miss the next care tip designed especially for you. After her husband's death, and the financial strain that followed, Evelyn could have surrendered to despair. But something inside her stirred, a spark. She hadn't noticed before. She realized that waiting for someone else to fix her life wasn't going to work. Her son, burdened by his own struggles, couldn't be her lifeline, and no pension was coming, so Evelyn made a decision. She would learn how to be happy alone. At first, the silence of her apartment felt deafening. No laughter, no chatter. Just the hum of an old heater and the occasional creak of the wooden floorboards. She missed companionship, not just the company of others, but the feeling of belonging, but slowly. Evelyn began to see her solitude not as a prison, but as a kind of freedom. A freedom to define her own days, to rediscover what brought her joy, and to nurture her own soul. Step 1. Embrace your own company. Evelyn started small, sipping tea on the balcony, watching the sunrise alone. She wrote in a journal, filling pages with memories, hopes, and sometimes fears. At first, it was awkward. The silence felt heavy, like a weight pressing down, but gradually, she learned to listen to her own thoughts with kindness instead of fear. If you're walking this path, you may find it strange at first too. But remember, being alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means you are enough for yourself. Step 2. Create small rituals that ground you. Evelyn introduced little daily habits that gave her life rhythm. Morning stretches to wake up her body, brewing a favorite herbal tea she once loved, reading poetry aloud, even if just to the empty room, calling a friend or neighbor once a week, just to say hello. These small acts became her anchors. Moments she looked forward to that gave her day meaning. Even when finances were tight, she found ways to bring joy into her space without spending money. Step 3. Build new connections. Slowly and gently, though Evelyn couldn't rely on her family, she found community in unexpected places. The local library, where she joined a book club for seniors, volunteering a few hours a week at the community garden, attending free wellness classes at the nearby senior center. These connections weren't overwhelming or demanding. They were simple, sincere, and gave her a sense of belonging. If you feel isolated, remember, new friendships don't have to be perfect or permanent. Even a single friendly smile can brighten a long day. Step 4. Let go of expectations, especially the ones about family. One of Evelyn's hardest lessons was learning to accept that her son might never be the support she hoped for. She stopped waiting by the phone. She stopped hoping for visits that didn't come. Instead, she freed herself from those expectations and focused on what she could control: her own happiness. This doesn't mean she stopped loving her son. It means she stopped tying her joy to someone else's choices. Evelyn's transformation didn't happen overnight. There were days filled with tears, loneliness, and frustration. But each day, she chose to try again, to love herself a little more, to find peace in her own presence. And slowly, the heavy cloud of loss began to lift. If something in Evelyn's journey speaks to your heart, go ahead and tap that like button. It blesses your journey and helps bring its message to other modern and unstoppable seniors who need it too. And if you haven't already, subscribe and click the bell so you never miss a care tip tailored just for you. Evelyn's life was far from the comfortable retirement she once imagined. No pension, no savings, and a strained relationship with her son made the future look uncertain. But what she discovered is something priceless. Purpose is not tied to money or blood alone. Discovering new passions with time, Evelyn explored activities that filled her heart in unexpected ways. She took up painting, turning blank canvases into colorful expressions of her emotions. She learned to garden on her small balcony, growing herbs and flowers that brightened her days. She started volunteering at a local animal shelter, where the unconditional love of rescued pets brought warmth to her life. These pursuits reminded Evelyn that joy can bloom anywhere, even in the smallest acts of creation and kindness. Redefining successively and shifted her mindset about what it meant to live well. Success wasn't about wealth or relying on family support. It was about waking up with a sense of calm, feeling grateful for the little things, being gentle with herself on difficult days. celebrating small victories. Like finishing a painting or planting a seedling, this new definition of success gave Evelyn peace, a feeling that she was enough, just as she was, setting boundaries and protecting energy learning. To be happy alone also meant protecting her emotional space. Evelyn gently set boundaries with people who drained her energy. She chose kindness, but also self-care. She learned to say no without guilt. For example, when her son called with demands or criticisms, she listened, but didn't let those words dictate her mood or self-worth, practicing gratitude. Every day, one powerful tool Evelyn used was gratitude, Journaling. Each morning, she wrote down 3 things she was thankful for. Even on tough days, gratitude helped her reframe challenges and find light in the shadows. Over time, simple practice rewired her brain toward hope and joy. For all my modern and unstoppable seniors watching, remember, your worth isn't measured by your bank account or who shows up in your life. You have the power to build a fulfilling, joyful life on your own terms. Before we continue, drop the first letter of your name in the comments below and add a heart emoji. It's a simple way to bless your wellness journey and let us know you're here. Walking this path with us in the Wellness for Modern Seniors community, living without close family support can feel isolating. But Evelyn discovered that community comes in many forms. Building one can transform loneliness into belonging. Seeking like-minded souls, Valen began to reach out and connect with others who shared her interests and values. She joined a local book club that met weekly at the library, a cozy space filled with laughter, stories, and shared wisdom. She attended senior wellness workshops where she met others committed to healthy aging and personal growth. She started participating in community garden projects, working alongside neighbors who became friends. Through these connections, Evelyn built a new circle of support, not based on obligation, but on genuine care and shared experience. Volunteering. As a path to connection, volunteering gave Evelyn both purpose and companionship. Helping others became a source of fulfillment, a way to meet people who valued kindness and generosity. Whether it was mentoring younger adults, organizing local events, or simply lending an ear to someone in need, Evelyn's heart grew fuller with every act of service. Using technology to bridge distance, though her son was far and distant, Evelyn used technology to stay connected with other loved ones. She video called old friends who had moved away. She participated in online forums and social groups tailored for seniors. She explored social media platforms that celebrated positivity and elder wisdom. Technology became a bridge, not a barrier, opening new doors to friendship and community, cultivating emotional resilience through these connections. Evelyn also strengthened her emotional resilience. She learned to express her feelings openly, to seek help when needed, and to celebrate the small moments of joy with others. She no longer felt trapped by isolation, but embraced the freedom, choosing who to surround herself with. If this part speaks to your heart, give it a like. It blesses your journey and helps. Bring this message to other modern and unstoppable seniors who need it too. Evelyn discovered that being happy alone isn't about just filling the silence. It's about creating a life that feels rich, joyful, and deeply fulfilling, no matter what your circumstances. Prioritizing physical health, Evelyn made her health a top priority. Knowing that a strong body fuels a strong spirit, she developed a gentle daily exercise routine, including stretching, walking in nature, and simple strength exercises tailored for seniors. She adopted a balanced, nutrient-rich diet that energized her and supported her well-being. She scheduled regular checkups and learned to listen carefully to her body's needs. This commitment to her body helped Evelyn feel more vibrant and capable each day. Nurturing mental and emotional wellness. Mental health was just as important. Evelyn integrated practices that brought calm and clarity. She embraced mindfulness meditation to ease worries and ground herself in the present moment. She journaled daily, turning her thoughts and feelings into reflections and gratitude. She read uplifting books and listened to inspiring podcasts that fed her mind and soul. These small rituals became anchors in her daily life, bringing peace and perspective, discovering new hobbies and passions, free from traditional family obligations. Evelyn explored new interests that brought her joy and purpose. She took up painting, expressing herself with vibrant colors and creativity. She learned to cook new recipes that delighted her palate. She joined local art exhibits and cultural events, expanding her world and meeting new people. Her days were filled with curiosity, learning, and fun, a testament to the vibrant life possible at any age. Celebrating solitude, not loneliness, Evelyn reframed solitude as a gift, a time to nurture herself, dream, and recharge. She found joy in quiet mornings with a cup of tea, afternoons with a favorite book, and evenings watching sunsets. Solitude became her sanctuary, a space of freedom, peace, and self-love. Evelyn realized that not relying on her children didn't mean she had to face life completely alone. She found strength and comfort in building a support network that felt right for her, a chosen family of friends, neighbors, and community. Reaching out and making new friends, Evelyn took small but meaningful steps to connect with others. She joined community centers offering activities for seniors, from book clubs to gentle yoga classes. She volunteered at local charities, sharing her time and skills while meeting like-minded people. She embraced social media groups focused on senior wellness and hobbies, enjoying connections that crossed distances. Each new friendship brought warmth, laughter, and support into her life. Creating boundaries that protect your peace while relationships enriched her life. Evelyn learned the importance of boundaries. She chose to invest time and energy only in people who uplifted and respected her. She gently distanced herself from negative influences or draining interactions. She embraced saying no without guilt, honoring her own needs and limits. This balance helped Evelyn maintain healthy, joyful connections without losing herself. The power of community resources. Evelyn tapped into local resources designed to support seniors. She attended wellness workshops and financial literacy classes, empowering herself with knowledge. She joined senior advocacy groups that gave her a voice and a sense of purpose. She accessed community health programs that provided check-ins and assistance when needed. These resources expanded her safety net beyond family, enriching her life with opportunities and care. By building a network that suited her, Evelyn turned independence into interdependence, a beautiful balance of giving and receiving support on her terms. Living happily alone without a pension, savings, or relying on family might feel daunting, but it's absolutely possible. My modern and unstoppable seniors, here are practical steps to keep your life vibrant, connected, and full of purpose. 1. Prioritize your health. Your body is your most valuable asset. Make daily movement a habit, a walk around the block, gentle stretching, or chair exercises. Nourish yourself with wholesome foods that energize you. Schedule regular health checkups. Even if you feel fine, prevention is the best care. 2. Keep your mind sharp. Challenge your brain daily. Read books, solve puzzles, learn a new skill or language. Technology can be a great ally here. Online courses, virtual tours, and brain training apps keep your mind engaged and curious. 3. Build meaningful social connections. If relying on children isn't an option, seek out friends, neighbors, or community groups. Join local senior centers, hobby clubs, or online forums focused on interests you love. Even brief daily chats with acquaintances can brighten your mood in combat. Loneliness. 4. Cultivate new passions. Now is the perfect time to explore hobbies you've put off or discover new ones. Gardening, painting, writing, music, or volunteering. Whatever lights you up. Passion fuels joy and gives each day a sense of accomplishment. 5. Create a safe and comfortable home. Make your living space a sanctuary that supports your independence. Declutter, improve lighting, add safety aids, if needed, and decorate with items that bring you peace and happiness. A cozy home nurtures a calm and confident mindset. 6. Embrace financial mindfulness, even with limited resources. Budgeting can provide control and reduce anxiety. Track your expenses, prioritize essentials, and seek out community resources or benefits designed for seniors. Small, consistent steps build stability. 7. Practice daily gratitude each day. Find something to be thankful for: the warmth of sunlight, a kind word, a favorite song. Gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance and fosters resilience in challenging times. Before we close today's message, my modern and unstoppable seniors, if something in this part resonates with your heart, please give it a like. It blesses your wellness journey and helps reach more seniors who can benefit from this wisdom, if you haven't already. Subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss the next care tip tailored just for you in the Wellness for Modern Seniors community. Remember, living well alone is a journey of courage, creativity, and self-love, and you're not alone in walking it.